so we're gonna make ladyfingers, and ladyfingers you can use on trifles, tiramisu. We're gonna actually make these, and then that way we have them for other recipes. But we're gonna try these out and see how they go. I have never made these before. Let's see how this goes. I think they're like meringue cookies. I've eaten them. I've used the box kind, but I've never actually made them. So I have no idea how this is gonna turn out. Maybe an epic fail. And this recipe is, got some good reviews, but I really don't know what to expect here. So we're just gonna go with it and see what happens. We're gonna separate our eggs. This is weird. Okay, so it tells you separate the eggs, whisk the egg yolks with half the sugar, right? Okay, so that's good. And it says in a clean bowl, beat the egg whites. What the heck did you put the egg whites in? A dirty bowl? So there's like a million ways to separate egg. This is just how I do it. Doesn't mean it's right. Now get the crap. Okay, so if that happens, it's not a crisis. Just scoop that thing back up in there and then start again. Hey, again, why do all these little doohickeys have no thing on them? That's like, you can hashtag that. That's the real deal. I don't know. You may not need to hashtag that. That may be a bad thing to hashtag. So, you know, I like to do a lot of research on my recipes and see what causes them to be different. Why does this one say this and not that? And, you know, what about the ratios and things like that? So this was really annoying to research because every single recipe was different and the ratios were all different. You know, sometimes it's like double or a little off. This one was like, this one had 2 eggs and 1 cup of flour. This one had 4 eggs and a half a cup of flour. This one had 3 eggs and 3 cups of flour. All right, so now we have our egg whites. All right, so this says slowly add this in while So we're gonna, oh yeah, that looks stiff, right? Okay, so we're gonna, see that? This is not a sifter, but I think it sifts really well. And this one doesn't have a hole in it. Okay, so you're supposed to gently fold this in. It's probably, if you do it too aggressively, you're gonna break your meringue that you just spent 10 minutes doing. So this is the thing. I have these little like Wilton thingies, which is cool because normally I just use a Ziploc bag. What we're gonna do here is we are going to fill this little thingy, which is hopefully gonna work better than a Ziploc bag. We're gonna fill this with the batter. Yeah, it's gonna be super messy. This is how not to use these, I guess. What we're doing here is we're making, yeah, this is not gonna work. Crap. Okay, so we gotta dump like half of this back in here. Okay. Usually it takes me some practice to do things the right way. These are not consistent. Oh. That one has a different shape to it. All right, so we're out. We're gonna we're gonna go for round 2. Ooh, man.
Better do that over the bowl.
Listen, there's a learning curve to this. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna rock this out. And we're gonna keep piping these ugly fruit. I can't even pipe these things. I'm laughing so hard.
Are you not even trying to make them straight?
I'm I'm pretty sure Wilson does not want me to tag them on this one. Yeah, this is not okay. Apparently this is something I should have practiced off camera. 8, 9, here we can put another one over here. So look, this is the thing. These are print and these are cursive. At this point, I think we're a little past that. I think we're just gonna like own this. Yeah, like look guys, I mean, and if, like even the professionals probably do this crap. Like, it's all right, this is good. This is good, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be the best lady fingers we've ever had. I think I probably should stop. Is this a Pinterest fail? Or should I scrape it back in and try again? It said they're supposed to be 1 inch apart. Those are not 1 inch apart. And if at first you don't succeed, you try again. All right. So this time I have rolled the cuff. All right, so I'm gonna unroll the cuff. And then okay, again, that's not 1 inch apart. All right, so I'm gonna refill at this point. I'm gonna roll this cuff back down so that really works well. Kind of props it open because the first attempt, everything was just collapsing in on me. I'm hoping I didn't break my meringue too much by scooping it back in and redoing it, but I think it looks better. Who knows? Maybe it won't work out better, but it was definitely worth the attempt because that first round was pitiful. Ugh, they're getting kind of ugly again. I'm getting impatient. It's like dripping as I'm doing it. Like never ending. Why is there still more batter in the bowl? It's probably like pastry chefs everywhere cringing and what is she doing? This is the thing. The first time I made challah bread, it was horrible. And it was probably horrible for like lots of attempts. Yeah, that's part of the rule. You gotta drip some of it on the floor. Supposed to like do this number. We're just gonna go for it. Maybe overcooked a little bit. But we needed them crunchy. These are my first and second attempt lady fingers. Kind of not super impressed with them. Some of them are kind of crunchy, which is good. But then like some of them are super doughy, like a pancake. Now they're never gonna look exactly the same, but let's break this bad boy open. So, I mean, both of them have that good, airy, doughy center, but the store-bought is obviously thicker. Maybe if I kept the meringue going longer, definitely needs some work, but attempt 1, I would say, is mildly a success. So, cheers. Yeah, so my favorite meme ever in life is the one where it says, and now take the carcass of the mother and dip it in the scrambled remains of its unborn child. I laughed probably entirely too hard about that. Okay, cabinets with the little things that stick out and hit me in the hips make me angry. Sometimes you hashtag something and you're like, that is not what I was going for. Okay, delete that hashtag.
If you use the like spoon shape,
Probably would work a lot better.
can you move the bag of powdered sugar?
No, it was there for a reason. All right, so these chickens one time, not mine, when we were in Italy, this place had chickens and they fed their chickens pizza, which I thought was kind of funny because they were Italian chickens that ate pizza. That's funny, right? So to teach my kids how to crack eggs, I bought like the cheapest eggs. They were like $1 for a dozen or something. And I give them a bowl and I just said, figure it out, go crack these eggs. And they had a dozen tries to figure out how to crack the egg. Now, I need to work with them about separating eggs, but by the end of it, remarkably, even my youngest, she's 4 now, she can separate, or not separate eggs, but she can crack eggs.